Good morning. All right, good morning. Hey, we are here. Welcome to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right here in Anniston. Today is Wednesday, January 24th. How quickly has this month flown by? I don't know about for you, but for me it feels that way. And I am joined again with Ed Pyle, General Manager here at Greenway Dodge Jeep Ram. And we have Tristan Womack with us as well. So this is a familiar face. He has visited us on our 5 p.m. news to talk about all things Greenway, and he and Shasta share the same love for fast cars and loud cars, and they've gotten to visit. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you myself, Tristan. So good morning, welcome, thank y'all for tuning in. So Ed, tell us, it's Wednesday, end of the month. How's things going this month?
It's going decent. I mean, it could always be better in the car business. You know that just as well as I do. But I mean, we're excited. I mean, this is taking off here, and then the things with the people with the taxes, doing the taxes. We had our first, I think, 3 or 4 people yesterday. So that was interesting. They were able to come in and get their taxes done here at the store, and then actually a couple of people test drove a couple of vehicles. So yeah, so I mean that's going well. So hopefully it just continues to increase the business and help us get going back with the community.
Yeah, and I have talked to a few people and told them about the tax service, and they're like, what a great idea, how convenient is that? Because a lot of people tend to take their tax refund to look for a new vehicle.
Yeah, they do, and like I told you, I mean, it helps out. I mean, they come in and they get their taxes done, and then they can come out here and drive a car, test drive a car, talk to the salesman, see if there's something that they like, and we move on from there.
And you have said that you would cover the cost of the tax.
We would, yeah. I mean, and we talked to the owner of the tax place, and he told us that whatever the price is going to be, we told them that we'll cover it. So I mean, if they come in and buy a car, they'll get free taxes.
There you go. What better offer can you get if you're going to be shopping for a vehicle with your tax refund? Come in as a one-stop shop, get your taxes done here, and then if you purchase a vehicle, then your the fee for your taxes is covered.
Right.
I mean, that's a deal. And
I would have to think so.
Yeah, and also if you come in and are waiting for your service, so sometimes there's some time, of course. I mean, they have to take that time to properly maintenance your vehicle. You can get your taxes done while you wait. So if you're wondering, okay, where am I going to have time to get my oil changed and then I have to get my taxes, you can do it all in one stop.
You can, and they take walk-in and appointments. So I mean, if they, I think we had the phone number posted on the website, and if they want to make an appointment to come in and do that, that's perfectly fine. They can set up an appointment over here to do service, and then, like you said, while they're here, they can just get their taxes done.
That's so convenient. I know that the phone number that Ed was talking about is on the Greenway Chrysler of Anniston website, and it's also on the WEAC TV24 website. If you haven't gone to our website, please do, and if you haven't downloaded the WEAC TV24 app, make sure to do that today. We always have our live TV on there, so if you want to have a place to stream, you can watch it there. So however you prefer to watch TV, but having an app is very convenient. So you can join us every morning, check out what's going on, not just at this dealership, but starting tomorrow, we are going to have visitors from the community come in. And that's a big thing when we were talking about putting together this morning show, Ed, that you said you want to make sure to have community involvement.
Well, we want to know input. I mean, just like you told them on Monday, we want people to either email us, call us, tell us what you think. I mean, we can't fix things if we don't know exactly what we need to fix, but we're also very aware of things that already need to be fixed. So having people in here to talk to us and bringing people in from the community, their support, that's going to be a big thing, and that's really big for all of us. So.
And so this dealership, the building itself has been here for quite some time. However, it has changed ownership recently, and so now it is a whole new ownership, whole new management. Some of the similar faces that we wanted to stay here, like JJ, that are here at this store. But as far as like changing ownership, tell me about that. What does that mean for the community?
Well, it's a big thing because you know, as you can see, doing stuff like this, you know, we have a car show coming up, which we already talked about on Monday. I mean, just being out there in the you know, like the county tournament that we sponsored down at the Jacksonville State this past weekend or past week, which is a big deal, you know, and being involved in the schools, Anniston, Oxford, all that kind of stuff. Just again, trying to get our name out there, trying to show everybody that we're here to support them, and then hopefully in being able to gain their trust back, you know, because again, new management, yes, new ownership, yes, all that kind of stuff is great, but unless you actually come in and show, and you know, actions are a lot more.
Speaks louder than words.
Right, exactly, and that's what we're trying to do. So hopefully everybody can kind of see that and give us the opportunity to earn their trust back.
Wonderful. And it does go full circle. You're able to support the community if the community supports you. So if you come in and buy local, it's very important. I mean, you know, you could drive out of town to go buy a car, but why would you do that when you have your hometown car dealership right here?
And Greenway, it's not like they're a small establishment. I mean, they own over 40 stores, and you know, they're all over the area, and some of the stores are very successful in the community and in their communities, not so much in this one. Obviously, being isolated away a little bit from everybody, you know, we have to do the same thing, and I think that's a big deal. So again, being all under new management and everything like that, yes, that's a big that's great for everybody, you know, but we still have to come in, we still have to do the job, we still have to get involved with everything and try to figure everything out for them.
I think you're doing a great job with that. Now, being part of Greenway, what does that mean for inventory? Inventory
wise, I mean, you know, when you have, I don't remember the number off my head, but I mean, if you got 10 Chrysler Dodge Jeep stores, you know, that gives us all kinds of ammunition as far as we can get a vehicle, maybe we don't have on our lot. You know, same thing with other customers. We also have another store down in Birmingham, River Chase Kia, which we share inventory with on used cars. So if maybe we don't have it here, we can always get it down there at that store. So I mean, there's a lot of different. It opens a lot of doors. It really does. It gives us a lot of opportunities. Same thing with service, parts, all that kind of stuff. I mean, if you come in here and we might not have a part, well, we got 10 other Chrysler stores, so we can probably get it from one of them.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a vehicle and you don't see what you're looking for on the lot, do not let that deter you from coming in, because you can still potentially get what they're looking for.
And we can bring it here. We can you know, once it's here, we can deliver it to a customer. I mean, whatever's more convenient for them. I mean, right now I know that a lot of people are busy and things of that sort. Shopping for cars is not the easiest thing. So if you do the shopping on the internet, maybe we could bring the car to you to make it easier for the whole family.
Yeah, you know, people are busy doing taxes right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Here
that's
you go.
Right. Yes,
come in and do
well,
you
got to
taxes.
come in to do the taxes, so that's for sure. But.
Yeah, come in, do your taxes, test drive a car.
Yep.
Well, Tristan, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing good. This is such a fun way to start the morning. I look forward to this. I know it's only our third day, but I am looking forward to all of the fun things that we have in store. So Tristan, like I said, we've gotten to meet you before, but why don't you tell our viewers this morning, how did you get into the car business?
So I was going through a little rough time in my life, and I just saw this job opportunity. Eduardo was the one that actually gave me the call, told me to come in, talk a little bit about myself. We had a little sit-down interview, and he just liked the way I spoke about about my interest in cars and how my sales experience been in the past is, and he gave me the opportunity, and I have to thank him for it. And you know, he's changed my life a lot with his business.
That's wonderful. He's such a nice guy,
yeah.
Eduardo. You got to meet him. He's right behind us. There he is. He's having some donuts with Kip back there. We've got our donuts here from Licking Good Donuts, and then they're enjoying them back there. Give a little shot out there. We do want to invite the community to come in and join in with us in the mornings too. You know, come in, hang out with us. If you have something that you want to talk about that's community focused, we invite you to be our guest. Just let us know. Just reach out. Best way to do that is to call the dealership or to email us. Of course, you can email the TV station, and me personally is Courtney at TV24.tv. So if you would like to be a guest here on Ride and Shine, we invite you to do that. Just reach out. So Tristan, back to you. Are you from this community?
I am.
Okay.
I was born right down the street at the RMC hospital.
Oh, wow.
So I've been here pretty much all my life. I went to school at Saks, graduated in 2020. So I've been here just about my entire life.
Yeah. Well, how important is it for you to tell the community to come support this business?
Well, it's definitely pretty important to me as well, because this is a local business, and I've seen them help out a lot of families that definitely have needed a car. We've had people come in that, their car broke down or anything, and we've helped them put together a car. So it definitely means a lot. I tell all my friends and family, if they need a vehicle, come to us. They definitely help out as much as they can.
Yeah, this is a career. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
not just a job. This is something you're focused on sticking around in the car business for
Oh
a
yeah,
long time.
I hope to definitely be in this sort of business, if it's not at this store, just in this business in general for the rest of my life, hopefully.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Ed?
No, that's a good thing, especially doing this for 26 years. I mean, it's a lucrative business. I mean, but you gotta, you work hard. That's for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about it? Is it?
It's definitely a hard business.
Yeah.
Long hours. Definitely don't get to spend a whole lot of time with your family, but it definitely pays off in the end.
Yeah. And you get to make your dealership family, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love hanging out with Ed and Casey and Eduardo.
And that's what I've found coming into this dealership and getting to spend time is the atmosphere that you've created here. It's very exciting. It's very welcoming. It's very warm. People are naturally intimidated, I think, to come onto a dealership and to meet a salesperson. What difference can they find walking onto this car lot versus, an average?
Well, I mean, you want to create an environment to where you're listening to what the customer has to say, not just. I mean, again, we're trying to build something here in the community to where people keep coming back, and the kids, the people who bought cars come in and buy cars. That's the type of establishment that you want to do, and you can't do that by not having a community to where people are. One day they're going to be here, the next day they're not going to be here, and not being. Our doors are always open, no matter what management level or anything else. They can come in, like you said, they can come in and talk to us anytime. I mean, we're doing this morning show every morning, so I mean, we're not hiding from anybody. So, I mean, we just want to get out there and again, let everybody feel comfortable when they come in here. Service here, parts, I mean, wherever.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Tristan, what's your favorite car on this lot?
Definitely that black Scat Pack out there.
Scat Pack.
Oh, yeah.
That's been a popular thing. I know Eduardo was talking about the Scat Pack, and I think every guest I had yesterday talked about the Scat Pack. Tell our viewers, what is the Scat Pack?
So the Scat Pack is basically the upgraded version of the SXT. It's got the V8 Hemi in it with a lot of horsepower and a lot of power to it.
What kind of vehicle?
It is a Dodge Charger. A 2023 Dodge Charger. But if it wasn't that vehicle, I would definitely have to go with the 2023 Jeep Gladiator we have. It's the lifted one with the 37-inch rims and tires on it, with the lift kit, the light bar, the winch. It's got everything you might need to it. And it's pretty nice. I got to drive it for about a week.
Oh yeah, I'm in. That sounds fun. I'll drive it to the Jeep. Is the car show a Jeep car show, or we just have?
It's not just isolated. No,
okay.
I mean it's going to be. I mean, again, we have over there at Talladega, the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They're going to bring a car over. So, but we have had quite a few people from the Jeep clubs asking if they could be part of it, just because of the Wounded Warrior Project. So, I mean that's a big deal. And I'm not going to go back into that again. You know how we feel about that. But that's going to be a big thing. Like Kip has put a lot of time into it. He's sending flyers out on the whole thing, just to get the word of mouth out. Just to come and support. More than anything would be the Wounded Warrior Project. So I mean that's going to be a huge opportunity for everybody in the community to come out and do that for them.
Yeah.
Not so much just come in and buy a car, but just to be part of it. We got live entertainment we're going to have. I mean, we're going to have food. I mean, we're going to have all kinds of different things, and it's just going to be a fun day just to come out. I mean, they can walk around. They won't be harassed. I mean, if you want to come out and look at cars, I mean, if you don't want to look at cars, you don't have to do that. It's just more of anything to just come out and support the what we're trying to do, and that's support the Wounded Warriors.
You said a word, harassed, and I think that is why people are naturally intimidated to walk into a car dealership, because they think they're going to have that pressure. But you take a different approach here, that you're here to assist them.
Right.
You know, they're looking for a vehicle. You're knowledgeable in that. You have the inventory. Your sales consultants, he's a busy guy, this guy. Your sales consultants are here to assist and to help, not harass or to pressure.
No, and again, you want them to feel comfortable. So, like you said, you walk into a nice environment, and you got people who are here to help, not pressure somebody to buy something. We want to give them as much information as we possibly can. We have the managers will come out and talk to you. Everybody will come out and talk to you. And if you do buy a car, you get introduced to the service department, so that way when you come in service, you don't feel like you don't know somebody back there. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we try to do to make people feel comfortable here at the dealership.
It's awesome. I'm so excited for this community, and I'm really excited to be here every morning from 7:30 to 8:30 here at Ride and Shine. I say, you know, it's kind of a gloomy day going on. I would like to know what the weather is going to be doing for the rest of the week.
I think we all
So Lacey Klontz is going to tell us what our weather forecast is going to be. We're going to check out weather with Lacey, and then we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Greenway right here in Anniston. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, if you have been freezing this last week, you are in luck. The temperatures are finally increasing. For the next few days, they are going to be in the mid to high 60s. But with that warmer weather, it is bringing quite a bit of rain showers. Yes, we have an 80% chance for the next few days. So everyone, get your rain jackets, and we'll have more with that later. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hello, I'm James Shambley of Family Loan Company, 1115 Noble Street, Anniston. We also have 3 other locations: Family Loan of Oxford, 1225 East Snow Street, Oxford; Money Junction Finance at 1503A West Megan Boulevard, Gadsden; and JCI Finance at 608 Gilbert's Ferry Road, Atala, Alabama. We understand the need honest people have to borrow money from time to time. At Family Loan Company, we'd love to say yes. Call or come by and see us today for the fast, confidential service that you so deserve.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all 3 at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an Office Administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston. Today is Wednesday, January 24th. It's 7:50 in the morning, and we are here live at the dealership. So again, I'm joined by Ed and Tristan. They are both employees here at the dealership. Ed, the general manager, and Tristan is a catch-all. You just do it all, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
So you're really focused on learning about all the aspects of the car business. We talked about the career focus. Tell us what else. What's your favorite thing that you've learned so far?
Definitely probably selling cars. I definitely enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
I just love interacting with, the community and the people. I just love helping them out as much as I can.
Yeah, you're a nice guy, aren't
Oh,
you?
yeah.
It is fun. It's fun in sales to meet the community, to help people, and to have those experiences, and to see someone so happy about such a big purchase.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is a big purchase.
Oh, yeah.
Second largest.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What do you think about the prices of vehicles? Like how they've, in your 20 some odd years of experience?
Well, obviously, it's definitely. I mean, it's not even comparable right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, you gotta really know what you're talking about. You gotta really be able to sell a vehicle to somebody. You gotta make somebody very comfortable with what they're buying, because again, it's not like it's just something that you do every day. You know, I mean, most people are in a vehicle for 5 to 7 years, so it's just like almost like a house. I mean, you're almost in there just as long as you are in a house.
Yeah.
But the prices are definitely more expensive, but you do get a lot more for your money now than what you used to. I mean, there's so much stuff on some of these cars that it's, but like we talked with JJ and all that kind of stuff, trying to make people feel comfortable and things of that sort. I mean, there's so much on these vehicles now that it's the expense kind of offsets it. I mean, so that's now granted, if you haven't bought a car for 10, 12 years, you come in, you are definitely going to have sticker shock. There's no question about that. But again, it's all how you go about showing the customer the vehicle, explaining the vehicle, and working with a customer so that way they feel comfortable buying a car, that's going to cost a lot more.
Absolutely. And I know you have a great finance department, and hopefully one day we can get her on to talk a little bit about finance. And one of the things that people are talking about a lot are interest rates. I know in the housing market that's a big thing. How does that compare in the car business as far as lending?
I mean, obviously that's a big thing. I mean, when people 4 or 5 years ago were buying cars and getting 2.9%, and now you come in and interest rates somewhere around 7%. That's a big deal. I mean, especially with the price of the vehicle. So you gotta definitely make sure that again, the comfort level. People understanding, but even going back a long time though, I mean, back when I first started, this is normal for the interest rates. So I mean, I think that we got so used to the interest rates being so low for such a long time that now they're coming back a little bit to normality, to what it was. And again, it's sticker shock on that too, because when you're showing somebody what their interest rate's going to be, a lot of people work very, very hard on their credit, and it's almost insulting when you come out and say, hey, here's what it's going to be. They're like, wait a minute, last time I bought a car I got it for 2.9%. Well, yes, there's a lot of things that we used to do, but I mean that doesn't always exist anymore. But again, it's how you present the stuff to the customer. And a lot of people, when they're looking for a vehicle and they very extremely smart. They do a lot of research, and a lot of people are going to know before they come in what interest rates are going to be. And Chrysler and Stellantis also have special interest rates too.
Okay.
Now, you do give up some of the benefits of discounts and things of that sort, but you know, a lot of times the interest rate may offset the discount.
Yeah,
So
like your rebate versus a better interest rate.
Exactly,
Which
right.
one do you take? Because you have the short term of the rebate. Like,
and when you put it on a piece of paper, you can weigh it out. Does this make sense or does this make sense? So that way a person can see that. But it's more of how you, again, work with the customer and explain things to customers of how they're going to you know, be able to understand what you're talking about. So I mean, we could very easily come out and say, here's what it is, this is it, and, you know, let's go and pound on them like people used to get pounded on when they go in a dealership, but that's not how this is anymore. I mean, it's more of a, you know, again, you want it to be family oriented. You want people to keep coming back, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is by earning their trust.
Yeah, taking care of them up front.
Correct.
So you present the options to them.
Yes.
And that's so important. Are there any special incentives out right now on
You
any
know,
of the
a lot
models?
of the stuff is, yeah, I mean, there's special incentives, but you know, some of the stuff that we're coming upon right now is almost, if you don't drive a lot and you don't use it, you're not in your, you don't have a big commute or something like that, almost leasing vehicles, because the interest, a lot of people don't understand how the interest works on leasing. So they have a lot of special interest rates in leasing that'll offset to make the payment lower. Now, again, you have to be that person that at least makes sense, because you don't want to be over miles, because then you get penalized, and then, you know, they're going to think that you're lying to them, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But you know, that's kind of the direction that Chrysler's kind of went with some of the benefits, because you can't really do a whole lot with the interest rates. I mean, because you know, when you're buying the money from the government, that's what it costs. You know, I mean, unfortunately, so
it's not set by the manufacturers.
absolutely not, and it's not set by us. A lot of people are pointing, you're, you know, it's not us. Yeah, we're not the bank.
I would give you 0%.
Whatever we give you, whatever you want, to let them drive off the lot in the car. I mean, that's. But you know, a lot of times it comes back. Oh, you gave me this. Well, we didn't do that, because we don't do loans here. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of different things, and the knowledge of the sales managers, the knowledge of the people that they talk to, that's very important, because you got to have an idea, especially now. You know, with the biggest obstacle is interest. You know, because again, you go from people getting 2.9 to 3%, something like that, and then you're jumping up to 7-8%. I mean, you're like, wait a minute, you know, what's going on here? So, and it makes a heck of a difference on price too. I mean, on payment.
Sure. And you work on behalf of the customer. You go through the banking, like you have multiple lenders that you do business with, and what you try to do is work for the customer's behalf to find what lending service will give them the best.
Well, you shop the money. I mean, basically, you shop the person, you shop the customer. You know, again, we're not the ones that are making the decision, but it's how the customer has performed is how we have the leverage. So if the customer's performing really well, we have the opportunity to put it up to maybe 2 or 3 different banks and let them compete against, you know, against each other, and who's going to come back and give you the best interest rate. So that's kind of how that works. I mean, it's more of the performance of the customer, and then we're able to use that performance to go and leverage against the banks. Yes.
And there's a benefit for coming in and securing financing through a dealership versus going to one bank and just settling for whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, because again, you got one bank compared to, and you wouldn't get sent to all these places, but I mean, we got 40 different options.
Yeah.
So I mean, but we have very good prime lending banks, and we also have, you know, secondary banks that help out with second chances, because, you know, with the economy the way it is, sometimes it's hard. You know, I mean, people go through tough times, just like Tristan said, he was going through a tough time. So, but there are people out there that deserve a second chance, or, you know, and that's what we also have, that a very strong following on that too. So I mean, that there's all different options as far as that goes. But yes, I mean, as far as there's manufacturing discounts and all that kind of stuff that tie into to people financing through the dealership. A lot of times they, you know, are very comfortable with their credit unions. Well, the credit union that they may use, we have here, and you know, then you still get the discounts and everything.
Yeah, that'd be great. So if you're looking to shop for a vehicle, you don't have to go secure your financing ahead of time. Come in, allow them the opportunity to help find the best rate that is out there. One of the things that I want to make sure to let our viewers know, and I know we've touched on this a lot, and I'm going to continue touching on this, because it is very important and it's a very convenient service. And I know we showed the flyers when we came back in from break, but the tax service. So that's another, we have to make sure people know, if you're just tuning in, you can come here to this dealership in Anniston, to, again, Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram here in Anniston, and you can do your taxes here at the dealership. There's no obligation to purchase a vehicle. The incentive is if you happen to be looking for a vehicle and want to utilize your tax refund, you can do that in one visit. You can come in, there's even a tax advance option, so you can utilize that to put a down payment on your vehicle. And down payments are really important. That speaks highly to the lenders. Like, hey, we're going to be taking a chance on you, and you're showing us in advance that you are committed to this loan by putting cash down.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like you said, the most important thing, I don't want somebody to think just because they come in and get their taxes done here, they have to buy a car. That's not what it is. I mean, you have the convenience of doing that if you want to. You have the convenience of being, like you said earlier today, you're sitting over in service, you're going to sit there for an hour, waiting for your oils to get changed or tire rotation, just depending on business. So why not knock both of them out at the same time?
Make good use of your time.
And then again, if you would need some extra money, because you have a repair that you want to do, not just so much to buy a car, but for a repair, you got that option. So I mean, there's a lot of different things that, again, we're trying to make it convenient for the customer. Now, granted, do we want people to buy a car?
Sure.
I mean, I'd be sitting here lying to you and tell you no. But there's by no means do you have to come in here and do your taxes and buy a car.
Well, wonderful. Well, we're going to head out to another quick break. Again, you are watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, if you have been freezing this last week, you are in luck. The temperatures are finally increasing. For the next few days, they are going to be in the mid to high 60s. But with that warmer weather, it is bringing quite a bit of rain showers. Yes, we have an 80% chance for the next few days. So everyone, get your rain jackets, and we'll have more with that later. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns, locally and family owned with the best customer service. Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Classes, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, right here in Anniston, Alabama. We are coming to you live every weekday morning, Monday through Friday, to talk about the car business, to meet the team, but also to talk about things that are going on in the community. So this is our third morning, and we are having so much fun, and we appreciate everyone for tuning in and starting your mornings with us. Today is Wednesday, January 24th. It's about 8:05 this morning. So we hope that you're having a great day. Stay safe out there. It is foggy, rainy weather. But you know, that happens. I guess it's a little bit better than the rain and the snow or ice. We didn't really get snow.
No, we did not.
The icy cold weather. I am ready for that to go. I'm not a cold weather kind of gal.
I don't think none of us are.
You're not a cold weather kind of gal either?
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't know. You may be one of them, you know, you may like that. The weather is something that we got to deal with, but basically when we have a weather like this, we do have a good turnout into the business because of the fact that there's not much activity that you can do other than come over and enjoy the experience of buying a vehicle.
Yes.
And this morning, thank you for having me back in here. And again, you know, we do have coffee and we have donuts, and we're ready to receive all of you to come over and help us go ahead and make a difference in this city. We want you to be welcome and feel welcome when you do come in here. Es muy importante que ustedes puedan darse cuenta de lo que podemos hacer con ustedes aquí. Pueden venir aquí a llenar sus taxes, pueden traer su tax ID. Mientras que están esperando que le hagan servicio a su carro, pueden hacer las dos cosas. Pueden comprar su vehículo también con el reembolso que les van a dar, y tenemos aquí una persona especializada para que haga eso. I just went over to the fact that we do have the tax services and that we do have things that are available for them in service while they're waiting. They can have the donut. And they also can join us here in the morning, come on over and say hey.
Say
you
hey,
know?
hang out.
That's right.
Yes.
Let's talk about community. Let's talk about things that are going on. I thought maybe you were telling them that you were giving Spanish lessons here.
Well, it is difficult, you know. Everybody does want to
I want to
learn the language, and they went 4 years in high school, and they need a refund, I think, because when they come out, they know how to say sí, no, bonito.
Count to 10.
And then other words that we're not going to say. And then count to 10 also, yes.
In other words, those are the cerveza. That's a
Well, no, that's a good word. That's not a bad word.
No, definitely not.
Especially now that we are going into the non-alcohol. I had never tried one of them that says non-alcohol, so I don't know.
A non-alcoholic cerveza? Is it still a cerveza if it doesn't have alcohol?
They call it cerveza, but no alcohol in them, so I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, speaking of that, we've talked about teaming up and having a dealership happy hour. We're going to keep you posted on that. There's some really fun ideas that we have. I know we're in the third day, and right now we're focusing on getting to know the dealership, getting to know the team, but you are really committed to community outreach. And just recently you did the Calhoun County tournament. Tell us about that experience.
We had, you know, we set up down there at the basketball games, and they had little basketballs that they handed out at the game, T-shirts, all kinds of stuff. We also did the week before we did the wrestling tournament too, so that was a big deal. But yeah, I mean they had a heck of a turnout last week for the county tournament. I think you guys were there too. Right?
Oh yeah, we got to. I think we were there the whole time in all of the games, and that's the whole time. That's such a great service. That a TV station can offer is doing those basketball games and our football coverage. You know, we really try to promote local sports, and also, you know, there's some family that's out of town that can't watch and or can't be there in person, but they can watch it on our TV. And if, you know, we don't just have our cable station, we have streaming services. Right. So people might be watching us right now from Apple TV or from Roku or YouTube or whatever streaming service, Facebook, and so parents and grandparents and friends and aunt and uncles can watch their kid or whomever, you know, and support them on their
streaming is getting. I mean, getting to be a real big ordeal. I mean,
it is.
I'm tongue-tied, but I mean,
it's
getting
early.
it's getting to really be a big thing. I mean, as far as the streaming purposes go. So I mean, that's good to, you know, get out there with all that stuff. So
and we really appreciate that, because we couldn't do what we get to do without our community partners, and so we really appreciate that, because that gave us the opportunity to cover all of those sporting events.
Right.
And so it's important. It's important to have that.
Well, and just to be there, to have a presence. You know, again, I think that you know, we took a couple vehicles down there so that way they could, you know, people could just see that. You know, I mean, again, so there's no pressure. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, used to come in on Sundays because nobody would be here. They're not bothering them. They can walk around the lot and not have to worry about anything. You know, we want that to be the case all the time. Now, granted, you know, when we see somebody out there, we are going to have a salesperson come out there and meet somebody and introduce themselves. But it's not like we're going to be standing over the top of them. I mean, if they want some time to look, I mean, we're going to give them the time to look. But we want to be here to help them also, you know, so that way the biggest thing in a car dealership is not to waste people's time, because that's the thing that you hear more than anything about buying a car. Oh, it took all day, or, you know, it took hours for me to do that. Well, if we can get to understand what a customer's looking for and we're able to work with somebody, we can save them time, you know, and that's a big thing.
Yeah. And Eduardo, you've been in the car business a long time. How do you handle meeting a customer? Well,
to me, it's a great experience. Every time I go and talk to somebody, I get to know them personally. I get to find out what is it that they like, what do they do. You know, it's a quick win over small family part member, because you talk to them and you find out exactly what their needs are in the vehicle, in their financing, and what do they need the vehicle for. Is it just for work, pleasure, or both? Or at the same time, it's just a Sunday cruiser, although those are very few. But they come, you know, they want to go ahead and make sure that they have that opportunity to be able to pick what they want, go ahead and look at the vehicles, drive them, get the experience, because we have said it many times here, it is your second biggest purchase. Yeah. And as you do that, you know, when it was mentioned it earlier, you know, that we stayed in those vehicles for 4 or 5 years. Well, through the pandemic, I think that changed a little bit. We stayed there a little longer than we wanted to, because there was no ability to go ahead and get the vehicles that we wanted. They were not available. But now things are changing. They're getting back to a little bit of a norm. Not exactly what it was, but everything, you know, when we start over and we have to basically do that, you know, go from zero to a hero, basically, from start to beginning, and go ahead and replenish those vehicles and get them in here and talk to the people. People, when they come in, they express to you what their needs are. You know, they tell you, hey, I've been saving money because I want to buy that car. Or I've been saving the money so that I can get a car. And you can't be shy. You have to be able to come in and give yourself an opportunity. We have a great team here that can go ahead and get you second financing if you need to. You know, we all fall into trouble. Hard times do come by, and there's no prejudice as to who's going to get it. You know, we can all go ahead and face a situation where we need help. Yeah. And guess what? We got it here. Yeah. We'll take you by the hand and guide you through it and make sure that you go ahead and get what you want. We talk to you, and like you guys said earlier, we will go ahead and talk to all the different banks on your behalf to try to go ahead and get that approval, to try to get that payment where you want it to be, so that you'll be happy with it. And the whole experience turns out to be something of positive ending, which is great.
Yes, and that's what we strive for. So being a salesperson, you have to be a good listener. You have to listen to your customers, and like what you're saying.
What
like,
did you say?
This one, you're too fun. I know your customers have a great experience. If you haven't met Eduardo, I challenge you to come in and do so. It will brighten your day. So I mean, I think we all went through this together. We all went through the pandemic, and things did change, and now they're getting back to what we call a new normal. And that just takes some adjusting, and I think we're getting there.
Well, and the inventory levels are coming up. I mean, so I mean, it's not like, you can't come in and put your finger on something and say, this is what I want. Obviously, through the pandemic, it was very, very difficult to get a vehicle, and when that vehicles did come in, there's a lot of people out there that took advantage of customers. But that's one thing about, when you ask what's different about Greenway, that's not acceptable for them. I mean, they don't taking advantage of customers, taking advantage of situations, taking advantage of pricing, all that kind of stuff is not something that they're interested in. It's more of a following is what they're interested in. They want somebody to come back here, and maybe somebody moves, maybe they move to Gadsden, maybe where somewhere in Georgia, wherever. But if they see the Greenway sign, they'll have that comfort of going and buying a vehicle from a Greenway. Now, granted, we want everybody to come back to Anniston, but if they don't, as long as they stay in their Greenway organization, that's a big thing. I mean, because that's what the company wants. I mean, not everybody's going to want a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. We have a Kia store that's in Birmingham. I mean, we have Toyota stores down in Gadsden. I mean, we have all different brands. And again, when you have 40-something people, that makes a big difference as far as of what we can do and how we can service customers. So they can still keep it in the Greenway organization. So just because they don't come to this store, there's all kinds of them that they can go to. And that's the same thing if you buy a vehicle here and you live in, say, Gadsden. We have a Chrysler store down there that you can get your service done. So you don't necessarily have to come back here. But obviously we would like to do everything we can do to keep that. But again, we don't want to lose it to somebody else just because the awareness is not there.
You want to keep it in the family.
Correct.
And you want to keep your customers because customer retention is important.
Very important.
Give them a good experience up front, and then they're always going to be coming back to you and be able to be in a position where they can do that
100%.
when they're ready to trade their vehicle or ready to get another vehicle in the family.
Right.
This is where they know and they feel comfortable coming.
Yeah, because word of mouth, I mean, you know
get
how,
better.
well, that's the thing. I mean, that's the biggest advertisement that you could possibly have, good or bad.
Yeah,
and
there's that.
it takes a lot longer to overcome the bad than it does the good. So, I mean, and you have to be on your toes on a daily basis because you make that one person mad and, I mean, they could tell 10, 20, 100 people and you're the worst place in the world to come and then we got to start all over again. So, we're not perfect. But we do talk to people if there's an issue or a problem, we face it head on, and that's what we'll do.
That's the thing, honesty, and that's one of the vibes I definitely get here is that you're focused on being honest to your customers.
Well, issues don't just dissipate. They don't just go away. I mean, you're not just going to be able to, today there's an issue, so tomorrow it won't be there. That's not how that happens. So you're better off to face it when it's here. It's not the most comfortable situation to be in, but if you face it when you're in front of the situation and you take care of it, then they can't come back and say that you lied to them.
Right. People really appreciate, even if it's hard to hear, the truth sometimes is, but it's better just to go ahead and...
there's no question about that. That's right.
The truth only hurts for a moment.
Exactly.
A lie will last forever.
Well, that's true.
Hey, there's your quote for the day, everyone. Say it again.
From the famous Eduardo.
Well, that when we go ahead and we listen to something, we may not like it, but the truth only hurts for a moment, and a lie will last forever, for sure. Because we don't want to go ahead and disappoint anybody, but at the same time, although we strive for perfection, is it attainable? Sometimes it isn't. We have so many variables that change, so many hands touch it, everything when it comes to a vehicle. And we try to go ahead and give you that comfort zone to where if you have a problem, you can come in and talk to us. And I don't know, I have talked to so many people. I've been in the business for a long time. I don't think I have a customer that says, you know, I'm not going to deal with you because you told me something that it wasn't.
Right.
I'm personally an advocate of a customer satisfaction, making sure that they get the best because they are the best.
Yeah.
Without our customers, we really can't do nothing.
Exactly.
You know, they are the ones who make us who we are and allow us to continue. Because if we don't have that following, we don't have that customer, we don't have the people that are happy when they do business with us, then might as well close the doors down because you got nothing else to go with.
Well, our doors are wide open and ready to invite you here. We're going to have to throw it to a quick break right now, but we'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, if you have been freezing this last week, you are in luck. The temperatures are finally increasing. For the next few days, they are going to be in the mid to high 60s. But with that warmer weather, it is bringing quite a bit of rain showers. Yes, we have an 80% chance for the next few days. So everyone, get your rain jackets, and we'll have more with that later. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Chrysler, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford. At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience.
You got a good tip to put in.
All right, welcome back. We're having too much fun here. You were watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Again, we are going to be here with you every morning from 7:30 to 8:30 right here in the dealership. Come by, have a donut with us. Licking Good Donuts, they named it correctly because they are licking good, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they are.
So Eduardo and Ed are laughing at me because I have two pairs of shoes with me. I have the shoes that I'm wearing and the shoes that I drive in because I don't drive in heels. I like to wear heels, and I don't think it's safe to drive in them. So I don't know. It might be funny. You'll let me know. Ladies, do you drive in your heels, or do you have a special pair of driving shoes like me? Because there's two things. Number one, if you drive in the heel, it messes up your heel, okay? Because like it puts that pressure. Also, I think for safety reasons, because you can that can slip and you can get stuck. Yeah, so that's why.
It's difficult. So how do you do it, Ed?
I just don't wear any shoes.
You don't wear any
shoes, so you go
well,
barefoot.
that's dangerous too. I think
it's against the law.
It's against
Yeah,
the law.
it is.
You have to
Is
wear.
it really?
I do wear shoes.
It is against the law.
That's why I have my driving shoes and my fancy shoes.
Well, you learn something new every day, and I didn't know about that.
Hey, that's what the point of this show is.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot. Hey, there you go. You cannot drive barefooted. We should do a segment on some driving laws that some people just don't know about, like driving slow in the left lane.
We'll have to have Chip get some
They
police
like that. I
officers in
mean,
here.
Ed, you can find Ed on the left lane doing 70 and won't move because he's doing the speed limit. So why should he move?
that's
You know?
right.
Yeah. Well, Eric, our producer, says don't spit into the wind. Is that a law, or is that just a good rule of thumb? Just a good practice. And Kip needs to open up that, was it a Challenger he's in?
Yeah, that's right.
He needs to open it up. He said he hasn't gotten it over 60.
Ooh.
He's sitting there driving it like
I
this, and
think
he's
That's
driving
kind
shoes.
of driving like you. Yeah, that's
That might
right.
be Pinocchio will walk over there on that one.
We can't give Kip a hard time. We love Kip, and Kip brings us donuts.
That's right. Yeah.
I call him Pinocchio on that one. I think he's been wearing the heels and he's not telling us.
This is too much much fun. I'd love to hear from you. Do you drive in your heels? Do you have a separate pair of driving shoes? Let us know. It's just something I've always done. Oh, I want to talk about something that is starting at our TV station this evening. So I'm not sure if y'all have watched our Shop 24 that happens on Monday. John Garlick and Lacey Klontz and our very own Kip Chappell. They do a great show called Shop 24. And it just tells you all about all kinds of local businesses in the area, and there's a chance to buy coupons. Let me tell you, you can get some great discounts. They have restaurants, they have grocery stores. I've learned about a lot of new businesses, and it's a great way, again, to support local.
Right.
And that's what we talk about a lot, is how important it is to support local. But tonight, starting at 6:30 p.m., there is going to be a new show starting, the John Garlick Show, and that's also going to feature Lacey Klontz. And so I'm looking forward to tuning into that.
Yeah.
So that's another show that we're bringing to our viewers. So we just are doing so many fun things at TV24, and again, we couldn't do it without the partnerships of our community, and we appreciate that so much, all that you do for our TV station and for our community here. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, that's getting us out there and helping us out in this situation is definitely a big thing for all of us. So I mean, I think that your guys' support for helping us and us supporting you guys, I mean, that's what it's all about, and that's what makes a team. So I mean,
that's what makes a community.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. I know we have some guests lined up. We've got you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce
Yes.
here in Calhoun County.
We are. We just signed up for that about a month ago. Is that right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's when I first got to come in, was for the ribbon cutting.
Yeah,
that's when I got to meet all
that's
of
right.
you.
Yep. You stuck the microphone in front of us. Talk.
And had to remind you that we were live.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. Yeah,
pre-recorded TV versus
Right.
live TV,
That was
and
a
that's
good-
what we're doing right now is live TV.
Yeah, that was a
Well,
good
it
old
is
time
difficult.
there. Yeah.
It is difficult to
Oh,
get
yeah.
prepared to go ahead and realize that it's no different. You know, we're just grateful that we can come into your house, come into your secluded place where we can share a moment. And when we do that, and we go ahead and we give you all the information that perhaps you won't be able to ask in person. You know, sometimes you feel shy about asking the most important questions, and we have no problems on going ahead and opening up and letting know what's going on.
Right.
We want to sell you a vehicle. We want to go ahead and service your family. We want to go ahead and make sure that you get the best of what we have here. So give us that opportunity. Come on over, challenge us to go ahead and try to help you on something that you haven't been able to get nowhere else. We have it here. We can give you that experience that you've been looking for, to where when you finish with the deal, you're going to be happy. You know, it's like when we come to work, we smile. When we leave, we smiling. So it is a wonderful thing. And we do have a saying here that I'll repeat, that we did it yesterday. It's that yes, we will, and yes, we can. We have something that it goes ahead and doesn't go away. This is our passion. This is something that we do day in and day out. You know, it's like watching a soap opera that never ends. You know,
Telenovela. How do you say it? The soap opera, telenovela.
telenovela.
Yeah.
Telenovela en español, la telenovela. It's something that it never ends, because you're always expecting what's going to happen the next day. Well, this job is similar. We come in here, you know, you shower, you get dressed, you get ready. I used to tell my customers all the time, I was waiting for you to come in. And they go, what do you mean you were waiting for me to come in? Well, actually, you know, you are my customer. So I am expecting you to come in, because I'm ready for you. What can I help you with? What kind of a vehicle we're going to look for today? And that is all it takes to go ahead and start that new chapter. And every customer is that. It's a chapter. They all have their different story. They all have the different way of being and doing. So nobody is the same. As our fingers, you know, we got 5 of them and none of them are equal. You know, they're all different. Our customers are the same. We look at them, we talk to them, we ask the pertaining questions, but yes, we do listen.
How comfortable do you think it is for people when they come in and, you know, and I know it's probably been a little while for you, but like, you know, people who aren't, that don't speak English real well or something like that, and they come in and they see a comforting face and know that you'd be able to communicate with them and not make them feel like, you know, they're out of place or you know, out of the ordinary. You know, I mean, that's a big thing, right? I mean,
Well,
in the community.
If you think about it, you know, knowing the language is still difficult to come into a new place.
Right.
Not knowing the language it's even harder.
Sure.
And when you're able to go ahead and talk to them in their native language, their native tongue, it's like a refreshing glass of water.
It's trust,
You know?
right? I mean, it's trust.
Yes.
It's somebody trusting that
Yes.
you know that you know how they are. You know, I mean, how the
And that
feeling.
is that's the theme of the day is trust. And I can't believe it, y'all, but it's almost time. It is almost
Wow,
8:30.
man. Wow.
I know. We still have so much to talk about. Good thing
That
we're
is
going to be
true.
doing this every morning, Monday through Friday, right here live at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We'll pick up on that tomorrow morning because that's so important. Thank you for tuning in with us. Make sure to tune in with us every morning. And then, of course, tonight, 6:30 p.m., John Garlic Show. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston. Have a great day.
Thank you.